taste of that. What else you got here?
This can be, I have an alligator which is a meat eater like you. I love this.
Yeah, that's...
That's another shark too.
What is that?
It's something big and it's called a dinosaur.
A dinosaur?
A whale's too big too. Shark too.
Let me see. Oh, I guess you're right. What should I do?
I know it's not so big, an octopus.
An octopus? Well, what does that taste like?
It tastes good, like when you go fishing. I already caught an octopus.
Ugh, too slimy. What else do you have?
Why do the shark, which can be a pigeon?
A what?
Pigeon.
Oh, he moves too much. Wait a minute. There's nothing to him.
There's feathers.
Achoo! That makes me sneeze. Oh, I'm really hungry.
Well, you can eat a snake, of course.
A snake?
Are you going to ask your sister if she wants a snake?
Do you like a snake, Grace?
Yeah. Ooh.
Do you
He
feel?
was perfect.
Yeah.
That was excellent, but now I'm kind of thirsty. Anything to drink around here?
I'm not sure.
Anything in here? Let's see.
Nope, there's not any water. All there is animals.
Animals? Do you think you can make me something to drink?
I don't know. Here's a baby bottle. Orange juice!
Yay! That was excellent. Thank you. Oh, yawn. I'm really kind of tired now from all that eating. Do you think maybe you could find someplace for me to sleep?
There's a sofa here you can sleep on. That's soft.
Oh, let me try. Oh, that's great. I'm kind of cold. Do you think maybe you can find something for me?
What day?
What?
What day? Hey, I can make sounds like you. Of course I can make
Wait a
sounds
minute.
like you.
I'm kind of cold. Can you help me find something?
First, I have to show you the sound I can make. It's the sound you make. That's the sound you make.
You sound just like my mother. That's a great sound. That's my favorite sound in the whole world, but I'm still cold. Well,
Find out why she's doing that rather than taking care of your coldness. Find out why.
hey, do you like making a sound like that?
Yeah, I
Why?
love it.
Do you want to be?
No, find out why. Find out why.
Why do you like making a sound like that?
I just want to be be like you because I only eat chickens and stuff.
You only eat chickens?
I only eat chicken, yeah.
Well, are you a human or a coyote or a wolf?
Wolf is you. I definitely am a wolf, but I can't find any food around here. All I can find is different farms.
Different farms? Well, what do you do at the different farms? You howl?
Yep.
Why?
Because I keep getting hungrier and hungrier.
And that gets you food when you howl?
Yeah, things can hear me. Like an octopus heard me.
Well, what does he do when he hears you?
I fight him. I like to eat him like a wolf.
Yum. Is that yummy?
Fine.
But wait a minute. You didn't tell me what happened when you howl. The animals all come to you?
Yeah.
They do?
That'll make them hear me and they'll wonder what I am. So they'll come up to do a little closer look.
Wow, that's a great idea. Can I try that?
Yeah, howling.
Ow!
See, things come to you.
Oh, I didn't see anything come to me. What is that?
Giraffe.
I don't think I've ever had a giraffe.
Hey, you're the baby.
A baby? I don't eat babies.
But it's a baby giraffe.
I know, but I just can't eat a baby.
Mommy, do you think it's okay? Yep, okay around here.
Hey, why don't you come over here? Well, I just really don't think I could eat a baby. Do you have anything else? Or do I need to go, ow?
You need to go, oh, ow, ow.
Okay.
No, you need to howl.
Okay. Yum. I'm the big bad wolf. Who are you?
He just giggled.
He giggled. Aren't you afraid of me? I'm mean and rough and tough.
Nay. Nay.
I can climb.
Nay.
Here I come. And I'm hungry.
He's jumping up in the air.
Well, I can jump. Come on, just a nibble. That's all I want is a nibble. Just a little bit of your tail. Hey, come back. I was teasing. Really, I just was teasing.
Oh. You're really a nice guy.
I'm really a nice guy. Come over here, I'll show you.
No. No. You haven't eaten mean guys?
Yeah, I'll eat mean guys. Are you a mean guy?
No.
No? What are you?
Look at these nice guys. Alligator.
Hey guys, come over here.
Are you really nice? Here's a bad guy. Hey, here's a pirate, and pirates are bad guys.
They are?
Yep, pirates are bad guys.
They're always bad guys?
Always bad guys.
Oh, I know about pirates. Don't they live on the top of mountains?
But one came off of there, it fell.
It fell off the top of a mountain?
No, they live in the ocean and it fell in the water. And that pirate fell in the water and swam to the bank, I think.
He swam to the bank. Then what did he do?
He took his hat off.
He took his hat off? Let me see how it looks on me. I'm a pirate. But I want to be a nice pirate.
Okay, you're silly, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm silly. What are you?
The baby tricked you. The baby was trying to trick you.
How was he trying to trick me?
It's a baby. It's really a baby.
He was dressed up like a fireman.
No, he was dressed up like a pirate.
Why was he dressed up like a pirate?
But that hat was too big for him.
I think it's just right for me. What do you think? It fits perfectly.
It goes over your eye, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't see a thing.
That's because it's too big for you.
Too big? Oh, okay. Well, what should we do now?
It jumped into the ocean. It jumped into the ocean floor.
What did?
The baby.
The baby? Why did he jump into the ocean floor? Is this the ocean up here?
He died. He died like a dolphin
Like a dolphin?
over the island.
What island?
He went over me. Here's my baby.
Why did he go over you?
He's drunk. He's getting up on me and shaking off.
He doesn't really look like he's having a good time. Are you having a good time?
Yes, but I was just shaking off so I could do it again.
So you could do what again?
Swim.
Swim? Can I try that?
Swimming? Yeah.
Well, how do you do it?
You do your arms like this and kick your legs up.
Why
Oh,
that baby
I don't
sad?
have any legs.
She's hungry.
Why is she sad?
Should I just wiggle my ears?
No, why is she sad?
You can try.
Okay.
She got captured by a
Hey, it's fun.
Isn't it working?
Kind of. Glub, 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 glub. Help. Oh. What happened?
You were thinking because you didn't have any arms.
Oh, rats. Well, maybe I'll just sit here for a few minutes and watch you.
I have a rubber band.
Why? Looks like
I took that horse's rubber band off.
My. Why do you think he had a rubber band?
So he could practice kicking. So he would look super to people.
He looks super? He does look super. He's a super horse. What am I?
What are you? Pirate. Fireman.
A fireman? Hey, miss, is there a fire here?
And Dad is the king. Dad is the king.
Thank you, dear.
Hey, miss, is there a fire anywhere? I've got my hose. Where's the fire? Where? Right there? Watch out.
You see,
I like to play those.
See,
I like
one
to
of the
play
things-
anything.
time out just for 1 second, we'll let the kids play. One of the things that you're seeing is that she is extraordinarily engaged and cooperative and loves pretending and loves imagination. But what we would like to see her be able to do is generate even more of the creativity on her own so that she would take more of the initiative.
Okay.
Like you just saw a sequence where little sister put her hat on you guys and created the scenario, was the director of the drama. And we would love to see her take charge of the drama, direct the drama. Mommy, you're this, Daddy, you're that, we're going to be doing this.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Yes.
It's just a puppet.
To help her do that, we need to challenge her to do that so she'll get practice doing that.
Okay.
So, for example, the scenario, frequently, not all the time, about half the time I notice that when there's a transition, you'll defer to her and say, well, what next? But other half the time, you'll sort of take over and suggest the next direction. And then she is a very good, responsive counter player. She'll play off of your ideas, but then she's filling in the blanks.
Okay.
You're saying, okay, we're going to be wolves or lions or tigers or elephants, and then she'll say, okay, well, there's one over there, and very cooperatively, and adds in her own little creative touch to it. But she's not deciding the shape of the table for the debate.
Okay.
She's part of the debate, if you know what I mean. We want her to be deciding the shape of the table and who sits where. We want her to decide what kind of a drama it is. So to do that, like when her sister, I think, had just suggested, what was it her sister had just suggested? Which you took.
Fireman.
Yeah, I think you took that lead, and I think that led to the next thing. Let's say a sister suggests theme A. You might say, well, what do you think of that?
Okay.
Do you want to do that, or you got some better ideas?
Okay.
See, now that puts the ball completely in her court, as opposed to us deciding, yes, we'll do that or not.
Huh?
So we create conflicts
Yuck. Tastes yucky. You're
where she's got to come up with a bigger idea.
because
Well,
I'm trying
well,
to see
what do you think about what she's saying? Is that a good idea or a bad idea? So she's the judge, she's the evaluator, she's the
What
Okay.
is there left for me?
big picture thinker.
Okay.
Because what we see is a little bit of a tendency to jump from subject to subject sometimes without fully developing. So we get a little bit fragmented, but with a lot of rich ideas and a lot of rich vocabulary.
And I'm called
And a tendency to defer to other people to set the agenda rather than setting the agenda for herself. And these really both have to do with big picture thinking. Because if you can do big picture thinking, you're more comfortable setting the agenda and creating more, because you have you can anticipate where you want to go in the play. Whereas her play activities is more moment to moment. She's deciding second by second what's going to happen, not anticipating where she wants to go in setting up the tea party or setting up the school house or setting up. So there's not a lot of intricate subplots yet.
Okay.
Is that consistent with
So we
what you're
throw it
observing?
back in her court.
Yeah, so what we want to do, so if we help her become a big picture thinker where she's creating the grand epic with lots of subplots, not just moment to moment
Okay.
ideas, that's going to help her take more initiative. It's also going to help her be less fragmented in her thinking, because she'll have the big picture.
Okay.
So she'll see how all the elements fit together. So if she jumps from A to C, she'll pick it up.
Okay.
On her own, she'll say, oh, gee, I am changing the subject because, as opposed to just changing it. And then you have to say, hey, but I'm still cold, what about me?
Right.
And she says, oh, well, I'm going to do this first.
Okay.
See, then you won't have to challenge her so much to do that.
Okay.
Okay? So that will help her get to the next level that we want to see her. So right now, her level is very verbal, very engaged,
Okay.
right? Follow, can gesture well, can focus and attend. But in terms of her age, not yet the big picture thinker we want to
Right.
help her become,
All right.
right? Or the synthetic thinker we want to help her become. And we want to play that out in terms of imagination and in terms of just ordinary discussions.
Okay.
Okay, so let's jump back in, okay? Mommy, go ahead.
I'm not in trouble to do.
Get back! Or you'll fall out into the water and you'll really be in trouble.
Well, let's let them play for a few minutes. And now, while they're playing, you can serve as a kind of provocateur to get it even more complicated. So you can play off their play, so that they play with each other.
In the form of questions.
Well, you can just throw in a curveball that they have to deal with or something
We're taking those for our vacation.
if you feel that the play is not getting as challenging and creating as it could be, you can be the provocateur. You can be the voice from the sidelines, or you can be the wolf who comes in to join them. Either you can become a third player in the drama or a voice from the sidelines.
Okay.
Whatever you think would work best.
Okay.
Mom, cookie.
Don't like it.
10.
I want to put it back! Put it back! I want to put it back!
Hey, what's all this noise over here?
Okay.
Cookie!
Oh, gee, thanks, but you woke me up.
Find out what the argument was about, Mommy. Find out what the argument from both of them.
Did I hear yelling? What's going on?
Okay.
Who was yelling?
I was, because I wanted to put it back and I thought she would like it.
Why did you want to put it back?
I was just
No, let her find out why.
pocketing. It was just fast food pop.
One drink.
When they're playing together, she says she wants to put it back instead of you asking why question. You get her sister to ask why.
Okay.
So why did you want to put it back in the first place? So it's going to help her be the
Okay.
chance, so that they get used to complex dialogues together.
Okay.
So one!
Jane voice.
Whatever. Yeah, any voice you want. Whatever he's gonna.
Grace, that looks really yummy. What is it?
A cookie. But I'm taking those. But the horse is gonna pack those up.
What's in here?
It's tea.
Yum. Are you offering me some tea?
Hmm?
Well, am I going to drink it out of the pot? I am?
I don't want the tea, but maybe I think Grace wants some tea.
Yeah, I
Grace
want to
want
pack
some
that
tea?
tea up.
I don't want any, but maybe Grace would like some. Would you like to ask her?
No, that the good Grace.
Jane, can I pack that up for my vacation? Here, I'll put it in my bathroom.
Are you gonna let her take your tea on her vacation?
Yeah.
What?
She's
Wait.
gonna let me do that.
What? Are you gonna let Grace do that? Are you gonna let Grace take the tea? Huh?
That poor baby wants something.
I think the baby wants some tea. I think that baby wants Grace's tea.
Have some tea, but don't save it that we need, but the horse needs. Here, baby. Here, little baby. Here, little baby.
That power was trying to get me for a prisoner.
Is that why you're sad?
Yeah, that's why I'm sad.
Now, Grace, what happened? Why did the baby get sad?
Someone was trying to prison him. Because someone was trying to prison him.
Someone was trying to prison the baby?
Yeah.
Well, why?
Because he was.
Oh, Mommy, maybe you can find out what was going on.
Gee, poor baby. Are you okay?
He's in jail. He's prisoned.
Are you prisoned?
Yeah, but someone sent me permanent.
Someone sent you to prison? Is that why you look so sad?
That's because I think sad.
Oh no. Who did that?
That was honorary captain. He's a He stay away. You gotta stay away from that ship or he's a pirate.
A pirate?
You gotta stay
Ooh.
away from that ship
Why?
because that's his ship.
Oh, and he doesn't want anyone near it? Like me?
Hug him.
Not even to look at it?
Sad.
Like that? Well, why doesn't anyone near there? It seems to me there are a lot of people on there.
Vacation.
Well, what's happening to the baby?
The baby got sad because pirate made him sad because he was sending him for prisoner.
I'll save him.
No, please, please don't get me out. My dad to save me. But my name is Jane anyway, and here's Sarah Murphy.
Oh.
You can be Joe.
Who can be Joe?
You.
I can be Joe?
And this will be Jane, and I'll be Sarah.
And who is Grace?
She's gonna.
I don't want to play that game, Jane.
What
Well, what do you think? What game do you think Grace wants to play?
That's my pocket.
I'm gonna play.
Winnie the Pooh.
How do you play that?
Some of them has to be. People have to be characters from the movie.
Okay.
Wait. We'll find out if her sister wants to play
Well,
that. Maybe, I don't know.
do you wanna play?
Has everyone voted?
No,
You don't? What about you?
because my baby's sad.
Ooh.
Oh, Grace, see what Grace wants to. See how Grace is going to deal with that. The sister doesn't want to play the game because the baby is sad. See what Grace is going to say about that.
What do you think? Jane doesn't want to play because the baby's sad. What should we do?
go? I'll get the bottle. You give it to me. I got the bottle and it's filled with orange juice.
Wow, is he happy now, Jane?
Now, how's he feeling, Mommy?
Sad,
But find out how he's feeling rather than suggesting a feeling.
How are you, baby?
The pirate tried to get me.
I'll take
No,
it.
no, please. My mom. Jane is grumpy.
Jane is grumpy. Baby, why is Jane grumpy?
No, I'm Jane.
I'm confused. Who's Jane?
Her.
Her?
Yeah, her.
Okay. Well, baby, are you
Are we there yet?
happy now?
Hey, are we there yet? No,
Look,
not there.
the baby.
Animal
Look,
duty.
I want.
Jane went in there.
Wait.
I thought we were gonna play a game.
Wait, I'm confused, Mommy. Mommy, I'm confused. I'm confused here. We seem Grace seems
confused
to be
too.
off over there. We sort of lost the drama here. How do we? What's happened? Maybe you can get Grace to tell you what's happened here.
Grace,
What's going on here?
wait a minute. Why did we give that baby a bottle?
Because it was sad.
Yeah, but didn't you say
no,
that?
No. See, here's a good opportunity to let Grace be the big picture. Grace, what happened? You were giving the baby a bottle, now you're over there. What's going on? Let Grace find the connection between all these subplots.
Okay.
See, because if you do it, then you're doing it for her.
Right.
We want our big goal is for her to be a big picture thinker.
Okay.
The car kept on.
Grace, we gave the baby a bottle, and then you went over to the pirate ship. What's going on?
Are they there yet? Are they there yet?
And then if she doesn't
No,
respond,
it's their
what's going on?
vacation.
I still don't know what's going on. You're just a confused
No, they
parent.
have to go on.
You're just a confused
no, those
mommy.
guys have to go on
Hey, Grace.
vacation.
Grace, wait a minute. I thought that we were giving the baby a bottle so we could play a game. Well, what are you doing now?
Look at the ghost. He's shivering. Because he's cold.
Grace Kathleen. Hi. I'm still waiting to play a game.
I'm confused. No, I'm confused.
I'm confused. Well,
Now it's time.
I don't think that's the game we were going to play. What was the game we were going to play?
Now you've been
This
directed.
game.
Okay.
You see?
Well, that's all I ever am.
That's all you are, is always directed? No. See, you want to let her be the director. You want to challenge her, though, when she jumps from one thing to another, to find some meaning or some sense in it, to create some logic, so she can create a bigger picture.
Okay. So she's not responding.
Yeah, see, we don't care what she plays. We don't care whether she's playing the pirate ship or whether she's feeding the dolly.
Okay.
We just want her to create an epic where there's the pirate ship, there's a dolly being fed, and there's some link between the two rather than just jumping from one to the other.
Okay.
You see, because the bigger goal for her, again, is big picture thinking, where she is more reflective, sees the big picture to be more reflective about feelings. You can see how she gets caught up in the feeling of the moment, like she can insist on having her way because she's
Hey, Wendy.
tied concretely to that issue of the moment.
Right.
She doesn't see that as part of a bigger drama, and so it has to be that way. So the concreteness, the fragmentation,
Look, he's
are all part of
swimming
the lack of that big picture thinking. So our large goal for her that makes everything else better is big picture thinking. So we're always thinking, how do we get her to be, the decision maker, the initiator,
Okay.
the big picture thinker. So we want to, therefore, not lead her, but challenge her.
Okay. So she totally lost interest in the last subject.
That's fine.
Get her back. Then I
We don't
just
care.
need-
We don't want to get her back. See, we have no interest in getting her back to the last subject.
So let her.
We just want her to explain what she's doing.
what she's doing now.
Yeah, she could. She says to you, "Well, Mommy, look, I lost interest in that because that was kind of boring. Now I'm playing with the pirate ship, and there's no connection between feeding the baby and the pirate ship."
Right.
That's fine. That's terrific. That's a terrific analysis of the situation, right?
Right.
Or alternatively, she might say, well, the baby needs to go on the ship in order to get more milk because we're running out of milk here, so I'm getting the ship ready for the baby. All right, that's
Okay.
another solution. either way, where she's becoming a big picture thinker.
Okay.
This is Peter Pan and I'm fixing the ship.
Captain Hook's fixing the ship. Brave Captain Hook.
Can I help?
Just do whatever you want to do. What?
Oh,
What happened?
I don't know what I did, but this hit me. Can someone help me? Thank you. I feel so much better.
How do we fix the ship for this?
What does that look like?
Look, it gets on top of here.
It does? Well, is it fitting?
Nope.
How
How do we fix that?
What do you say, fixer dad?
Well, see if our expert here can help.
fix it.
See if our expert can direct Dad what to do.
Wendy.
Well, Grace, what do you think this groove goes? Where do you think this goes? Does it go?
You don't even have her attention, Mommy. So don't be. Try not to be simplifying the question, unless you have her full engagement and she really can't process it. Here, you just didn't have her attention and you're simplifying, which makes the challenge less for her.
Okay,
But the issue was, she's tuning out.
right.
So, so do something that gets her attention.
Okay. Well, this is part of the thing with her. She's immediately moved on to something like putting the horse in the boat.
Yeah.
So just move on to that subject.
No. Wait, you gave me this. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm
Okay.
confused. You're a bumbling, confused person, and she's got to help you
Okay.
understand the world. All right?
Okay.
She can move on to the next thing, but she's got to tell you what to do with that.
Okay.
In the meantime.
Hey, wait a minute. You gave me this. What do you want me to do with it?
Dad can fix it.
Dad? Why
Well,
don't you fix it?
Well, what should I do with this, though?
What should I do with it? You gave it to me to fix, and I don't know how, so I think you need to help me.
Dad can help.
Oh, Dad, get her to tell you what to do. Get her to tell you what to do. Move in, Dad.
Okay.
Move in, Dad.
Peter Pan got the GoPro.
Grace, I'm here. Now what? How do I get this on?
It fits here.
Fits here. That's not working. Where else might it go?
In here.
In here?
Not fitting.
Nope. Where else might it go? Down here?
Wait, did she tell you down there?
It
Oh, good,
works.
good.
It
For a ladder? It doesn't really fit there.
doesn't really fit there.
No, where else might it go? Okay.
Now, Mommy, did you see how she eventually gave it to Daddy? Helped you out of your confusion?
Is this good?
But you had to persist with a little more affect.
Does this work, Grace?
And then she,
Leave it here?
I'm saving my friend.
Well, okay, but what do we do with this? We didn't put it. You want this right here?
Saying it to Captain Hook.
But where's it go? I'm confused.
Maybe Captain Hook can fix it.
Well, where's Captain Hook?
I don't know.
Tissue?
Well, unless Captain Hook helps me, I can't put this up here.
I need Captain Hook, says Daddy.
Where's
I need
Captain Hook?
Hook.
I need some Captain Hook help. Grace, where's Captain Hook that can help? Well,
Well, I'm not sure either. Says
I don't know. Where is there any?
You're the expert, Daddy says. Tell Grace she's the expert, Daddy.
Grace, you can tell me where Captain Hook is.
You know better.
I don't know.
Well, look around. Maybe we can
No,
find
no,
someone.
no. Now you're directing her. Yeah, okay? You see? Now you're telling her what to do to look around. Now that's something that she can figure out completely on her own. See, if we're telling her to look around, right, then we're assuming she can't figure that out. Now, what that tends to do then is infantilize her and keep her dependent on us for basic directions like when to use her eyes and when to search the room. Now, even though she has motor planning problems, okay, and her visual spatial senses, let's say, not as fully developed as you would like it to be, she is perfectly able right now, and was yesterday and the day before, to figure out to look around. So what we have to do is get her to challenge her to do these simple things like, well, I'm going to look around. So be a baby, be a helpless infant. So she's got to say, I'm going to look around for Captain
Can I
Hook.
just go back out and play? Can I just go back out and play?
Let's play in here for a little while longer. So I'm still waiting for Captain Hook. As soon as Captain Hook tells me what to do with this, we can go on.
I'm not sure what Captain Hook is.
Well,
Captain Hook. Here's a baby.
Grace, is that Captain Hook?
Yep.
Is it?
Here's Captain Hook. That's Captain Hook. No, this guy's hat. This guy. No, my baby.
Where's Captain Hook?
Right here, I got him. I got him.
The white guy.
This guy's Captain Hook, Grace?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't like that Captain Hook. Grace, I want your Captain Hook.
Grace,
I want your Captain Hook.
where's your Captain Hook?
My Captain.
Okay.
What's that?
Captain Hook.
Oh, is that?
How do I get this on the up here?
Okay, so we see, Daddy, she was able to look around, did some looking.
Thank you, Captain Hook.
Problem
That
solving,
works.
Found Captain Hook.
There we go.
That's along with you, Jack.
Yep, that's how we get on it.
Okay, we're all set.
Ooh, a fish microphone.
Let's see. A talking microphone.
Can I try?
Put your mouth on there.
Put my mouth on there? And what do I do?
Then you start talking.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi. Who's in here? Huh?
The muncher's in there.
A muncher. Hello, muncher. What are you doing in there?
He says he's munching.
Ooh, yum. What are you munching?
He's munching back wrap. He's munching hot dog.
Yum. I love hot dog.
Hey, that's hot dog that's already eaten from him.
Your hot dog's already eaten. Munch.
What's going on?
Hey, what kind of song was that?
It's called Minter Lager.
Mincher lager?
What's it about?
Wait a minute. Is that a word? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What kind of language is that?
Hey, that's how I see butterflies.
Butterflies?
Like this. Like that.
Like that?
No, I see them like I Whoa!
Whoa. minute. I don't understand the words. What's that song about?
Maybe.
You're going to be a doctor.
I'm going to be a doctor.
Is it a secret?
Yeah.
Why is it a secret?
Because it is a Monday, later, later, later.
Can I try?
Money,
Money, money, do, dee, da, do, do, do. Do you understand that?
yeah. It's called Mini Tron, and that's what it's called. Harder, later, later, say dee da dee da dee da.
Are you trying to tell me something? Oh, I see. Hey, are you singing me a song?
Yesterday,
I'm here.
yesterday,
I'm over here. And
la
what?
la 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 la.
I don't understand. I don't understand the words. Can you tell them to me instead of singing? Can you tell me what they are? What's that song about?
It's called Printer Later.
Well, what kind of song is it?
Later.
What's Baderley?
It's going like this.
Wow.
Well, what does it? But what does it mean?
That means Federator Good Song.
But do you understand what that means, Dad? What does that mean? Maybe
Who taught you
Jane-
that song? Who taught you that song, Grace?
Pretty daughter, Johnny.
Maybe you got a better song, Mommy. A waiter later dater song. See if she'll let you. See if she'll listen to your song, which is even a better song.
Can you listen to my song, Grace?
Yeah.
Which is this? I'll put the amp.
What song should I sing? Maybe Grace can tell you.
What song should I sing?
You should sing it with Spider.
The Insecurity Spider?
Wait, no. I want to sing a song like yours.
No, I want to use your language.
I want to sing a song where I make up my words.
Can I make up my own words?
Okay.
What word should I use? Can you give me some help?
What words should I use?
Without this, alligator's hungry.
A what? I can't hear you.
The alligator's hungry and
Wait
he's
a
eating a
minute.
horse.
What? I need a song. There's some words, made up words. Can you help me?
It's throaty longer, later.
Throat. Is that my words? Throaty long or late? Find out those.
Are those my words? Swaddy, londy, later.
Yeah. Sadie Lawn,
Sadie, lon,
Separator,
sapperdater,
let's her see her.
lesser seer,
Never mind,
never mind.
let's us see,
Let's us see,
let's us see.
let's us see.
Never crock.
Never, lever, crock.
Let's see your miss.
Let's see your miss.
Let's see now and
Let's see now and
la 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 da do's on.
la da do's on.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Let's us see your owner word, Blondie say.
Let's her see her own her word, John D. say.
Let her see your ever on the say.
Never see her ever on to say.
Let's go home, and never later from the daddy gay.
Let's go home, and lever on her cedar on.
Chef now, later then.
Chev now, later and a wren.
Chef for now.
Chev for now.
Baby on the wheels on the shader letter pig.
Chever on the wheel, and her chever at her pig.
Say, Mommy, sailor.
Okay. How about Jane?
That was pretty good.
Make up something?
Jane, make up something for
have to ask
Mom
her.
to sing.
Maybe she'd like.
Jane, do this. Moon, neighbor. Moon, neighbor. Moon, neighbor.
Let her say on the later day, Sarah, Mom, Peter, Mom, Peter, say,
Butter peanut butter cracker.
Pranay, Pranay, let's see your Everest liver, Pran,
Now, Grace is the two microphone girl. Wow. I never saw a two microphone girl before. That's amazing.
I'll go back outside and play.
Hey, but we're just getting started.
Let me talk to you for just a minute, then I'm going to have Serena come in and take over.
Okay.
So we'll let her play on her own for just a second. What did you think of her creating her own
But I want
songs?
to go back outside and play. I miss her about
Um,
time.
I probably would try to redirect her
Right.
to using real words, and usually what I say is something like that. I don't understand you. Let's
Right.
let's
But
sing
what
real
do you, what do you, the way you were saying it, you said you probably would, implying that maybe you wouldn't now, or tomorrow you might not.
song. Sometimes I'll just go along with it.
What do you think the value is in not only supporting the make-believe songs, her own language, making up, but admiring her as being the person who uses two microphones, the amazing Grace who's coming up with not only new songs but a new language. What do you think that might hold for her, that kind of an attitude about her creativity? She was thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, she was full of herself. She was, thoroughly loving that you were supporting her doing that. What do you think the value might be for her?
Oh, I probably build self-esteem and creativity and
Maybe less
Fun.
inhibited.
Less inhibited, self-esteem, creativity. And what about big picture thinking? What do you think it would do for big picture thinking? Being a good conceptualizer and eventually a good logical thinker and a very good abstract thinker. What role do you think it might have for that?
to be an abstract thinker.
To be a big picture abstract thinker, which is what we're talking about with big picture thinking.
Well, she's creating words. So eventually, she's going to latch onto something that she'll bring words into.
Right, so she
Like
can,
she did.
exactly. So she can create words.
Later,
She can
son.
eventually,
Mom, sing it.
she may be a
Later,
songwriter, right? Right?
later, son.
Or she might be a,
Mom,
Yes, dear.
sing this. Later, son.
Mater Sean,
Let us see.
let the sea,
Let us say Monday.
let the say on day.
Camera.
Oh, camera's right around here.
can I tell your mommy something, sweetheart? Grace, can I tell your mommy something? Okay. I wanted to tell her what a wonderful singer you are and how wonderful it is when you make up your own words and your own songs. You know why? You know why that's so terrific?
Why?
Because if you can make up your own songs, you can write songs that you can sing, other people can sing, and maybe someday you'll write a story that other people can read and tell. Or maybe you'll make up a play that other people will act out. What do you think? Maybe you could write something that people would want to put on television. What do you think? Would you like to would you like to make a song up that people would sing on television, Grace? I think my grandiosity is overwhelmed. But the idea of it is, Mommy and Daddy, that if she can be creative in this way, she can aspire to be a big picture thinker and abstract thinker because she's deciding the size of the table. Remember the metaphor I used before?
My baby diaper on.
Just a second, sweetheart. Can we wait 1 second? Can the baby wait 1 second?
What?
Can the baby wait 1 second for the diaper? What do you think? Can the baby wait just a second?
Why don't you take it to Joe?
Okay. So that if she can be the big picture thinker, then she's deciding the size of the table. And deciding what words you're going to use, and even making up words is more deciding the size of the table. You know, that's more important than what you say in the debate.
Right.
You're determining where everyone's sitting.
I want to
So-
go outside and play, Mom.
So remember, she has a lot of. Speaking of,
I
one more
want to
second.
go outside and play.
Okay, 1 second. She has a lot of opportunity in school and in many other places to do things according to certain rules.
Right.
She only has precious little opportunities to learn big picture thinking, because in those settings, it's learning facts or patterns. It's learning mid-level thinking. It's not learning real abstract big picture thinking.
Right.
That's something you learn at home with your family. If you're with a family that you say, I want to go outside, and you say, why? What are you going to do? You learn to become a big picture thinker. If you're a family that says, say, I want to go outside, and they say no or yes, you don't develop as good big picture thinking skills. That's where the action is.
Right.
So, and for her, because of her challenges, that's where we want to put the emphasis. So we want to not only enjoy, we want to admire these bursts of creativity, even if it seems silly. And something that seems silly and self-stimulatory, blah, 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 we turn into an interactive game. Well, what words can I use? Now she's the director of an orchestra, telling you what to do, telling you what sounds to do, telling her sister what sounds to do, right?
Right.
So we turn her interest in making silly sounds from a self-stimulatory activity
Right.
into her being the orchestra leader and the songwriter and the playwright. And that is very, very important. That's what our basic attitude needs to be. Because right now, as I can observe, is that she's verbal, engaged, interactive, creative, logical, but not quite at the level you would like her to be at. Not quite at age level.
Right.
And there's some motor planning issues, some visual, spatial, seeing the big picture, visually issues, as well as some language issues. When we inspire big picture thinking, we can work on all those issues at the same time. Just take the example, where is Captain Hook? Well, she's got to visually search. She's got a motor plan to find it, because it might not be right here, it might be behind Mommy.
Captain Hook's in the
So
ship.
we get planning on motor planning, on visual spatial thinking, and creativity, and responding to a question. So we're working on language, visual spatial thinking, motor planning, and creativity, and self-esteem, all at the same time. And that's what we're doing, is we're going to use the big picture thinking in the broadest sense, for motor planning, for visual spatial, searching her environment, for coming up with new ideas, and for being logical. Because every time we lose her into fragmented thinking, we're lost. We're a baby. Oh, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. And she pulled you out each time. Each time you did it, and when you did it with Catherine, she pulled you right out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, now, if we're doing this all day long, every day, it makes a huge difference.
Right.
Okay. Serena is going to come in and do some coaching now.
Okay. You can only talk snake?
I can't go. I can only go. I can only go. I can't go.
Oh.
I can't go. I can only go. I can't go.
But you know, I still think that's scary. And what's that noise?
It's a marble inside. The munchers are wiggling. The munchers wiggling around.
A muncher?
Munchers are wiggling around.
What do you think he's munching?
He's munching carrots and stuff. He's munching carrots and stuff that I eat. That I ate.
That you ate?
Find about you
Ooh.
forever. My daddy doesn't cry only one, and I'm his friend.
Well, can I come over to your place?
Yeah. A baby's mom brought me for the baby.
Well,
The
the baby? What baby?
baby. A baby that was sleeping in his bed, and the mom said, sang a lullaby too. It's saying, rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bell breaks, the baby will fall. Come, baby. Cradle at all.
I love it. That's an excellent song.
But where's the baby?
Baby.
Oh,
Oh, poor baby. What should we do?
where's that yellow baby? Where's that yellow baby, Game? Have you seen him?
Yay, you found him.
Daddy! So sad to see you, Daddy. I'm so
What are you?
I'm just nice.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Check
That's
Grace.
nice looking at him
Check
because
with Grace.
he
See if
loves
she
him.
agrees that he's
Grace,
nice.
do you really think that he's nice?
Yep.
Can I trust him?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. What's your name?
Jangy.
Jangy. What big teeth you have.
That's because I'm going mean guys and sure things for a mean guy.
Mean guys. Ooh, I don't like mean guys.
Can I redirect her to Grace? Ask her if she's
But
safe.
there really is a mean guy on my ship. Stop that! Hey, Rhonda, eat him! Hey,
Oh, my.
I'm not that mean.
Really scary.
where are you?
Find out how Grace feels. Yeah.
Casper.
Yeah.
Come here, Casper.
Okay.
You're
Good.
not
All right.
really
Now,
Casper.
she's scared. All right. Grace is a little scared, but she still wants to get the mean guy. How are you going to help her deal with this feeling?
Wait. Are you okay? Yes. Yes, sir. Why, are you okay? Why?
Find out what happened.
What
Let her tell
happened?
you what happened. Let her tell you.
They were trying. They went on a way skinny cloud, and then they fell off.
Who did?
Why?
Here's Khaki.
Now, if something doesn't make sense, try to help her
Okay.
clarify what she means.
A ghost of Cora.
Grace, how did they get up on a cloud?
They climbed the ladder.
Ladder. Oh.
Now go into it. What for? What was the problem?
Why
Try
were
to
they
see
going
if we...
up on the ladder? Why did they go up on the ladder? Up to the cloud.
Because they would like to make a ladder there.
They'd like to make a ladder there? To go up to what?
The cloud.
The cloud. Hmm. So they could.
Okay, now you want to try to help her connect these different pieces, right? Because before she started out and she wanted to get the bad guys on the ship. And now we landed up somewhere else. Pose that as a question. See if she could think about what story she's doing.
Okay. Grace,
Hey,
did they climb up on the ladder to? I can't think of the word. They climbed up on the ladder to maybe.
Why were we on the cloud?
oh,
Grace, why were they on the cloud?
Blank. Is that a mean or a nice pirate ship?
Now go with her gesture. She's raising the doll and the snake to be safe, okay? Go move into what she's actually telling us. Grace, are they safe up there?
Yeah.
Are they going to be okay?
Yeah.
Is there danger down here?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what's the danger?
It's pirates.
You're right. Pirates. You see that? Pirates. Where are you?
Arr.
Oh,
snake.
No, you're a baby, aren't you?
I'm a pirate.
No, you're not.
Ow!
Hush up, baby.
Grace, are you going to let her talk to me that way? I am a pirate.
No, you're not, baby.
Oh, what do you think, Grace? Is that the
Grace, am
pirate?
I a pirate or not?
Yeah. No, you're not. You're a baby.
Grace says I'm a pirate.
Uh-oh.
No, that's mine. That's a pirate. You're broken now.
Oh, no. What's the problem? What's the problem? Grace, tell Jane your idea so she understands. Tell Jane why you want this baby to be a pirate for a minute. Let's find out, okay? Oh, you don't think that's a good pirate? But let's see what Jane thinks. Jane, do you think that's a good pirate?
Grace?
Grace?
Grace, where are you going?
Oh my gosh, the pirate's running away.
I want to go ask Joe.
Oh no. You think there are other pirates around here? Oh, Grace, what do you want to tell Jane? Can you tell her why you want that baby to be a pirate? Do you need a pirate for your idea, for your story? Well, tell her what you need it for. Tell her. So,
I need this to be a pirate for my story.
how come? What do you need the pirate to do? Tell Jane. Jane, Grace wants to tell you what she wants the pirate for, okay?
I'll tell her what I want that for.
No,
I'm gonna tell you what it's for. I need that for my story, Jane.
What's going to happen in your story, Grace?
The pirate's gonna try to get. It's gonna get in the ship.
Yeah?
And then the baby stuff has to hide.
Ah, okay, we have an idea.
I'm not sharing my sword with you. I need that sword. I'm telling you what I'm in the baby for. I'm not going to answer you.
Uh-oh.
Was mine throwing? Was mine doing a heavy
Grace.
throwing it at me?
Is that going to solve the problem?
What do you think we can do
What
to
are we
make
going
Jane
to do?
happy?
Oh, here, honey, hold this hand. Hold it
No.
over there.
Why don't you put him over there? Grace, what do you think we can do to make Jane happy?
I'm lifting you up away from her.
Well, is that going to make Jane happy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, we don't want to necessarily make Jane happy. We want to solve the problem. But they have two different ideas, okay? Now, Grace has a good idea. She wants to continue on the story of this fearful pirate, but she's not picking too fearful a figure. That'll make it a little safe for her.
What's this?
And a monster?
No, what is he?
Grace, what do you think that is?
Hey, where's my hat? Where's my hat?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Okay.
There's my hat.
Be careful. Whoever you are, be careful. There's a very big pirate over there. And he has a big pirate hat on. And this pirate also has a snake. Is that your snake, pirate? Is that your snake?
Yeah,
Who's
it's
this
something
guy?
that belongs to
Who's this
someone.
guy?
Well, let's find out what the pirate wants to do.
But who is this guy?
Hey, mister!
Who's this?
Who's this guy? What do you think this is?
No, who's this?
I don't know. Let's find out. Here. Listen. Hey, do you want to talk to that guy?
I don't like that guy.
You don't like him either?
No.
Oh, all right.
I like that baby. There's Captain Hook. There he is. There's Captain Hook. There's Captain Hook, Dad.
What do you think, Grace?
Where's my ship?
Oh.
Dad, where's this guy's ship?
I think Grace would trade you. Grace will trade. Grace?
The driveway steer.
Hey, who are you?
The driveway steer it. I need the skeleton to go in front of my head. There.
Sir, are you the captain of this ship?
Yep.
I see. Well, I think you have company. Did you see who just came on board?
That was the sister of him.
Oh.
There I have the pirate tattoo.
Oh. Are there two pirates on this ship?
Sister. You know what, sister?
Excuse me. Someone's talking to you.
What? Sister. What do you Get this tail. Sister. There. Sister. I'll hook you up and this is the seat. I'm going here.
The captain just told you. Captain, look. That pirate isn't listening to you. What do you want to tell him?
Well, I'm his sister. Hey.
Well, I think the captain's talking to you.
The captain's not. Hey, look. Get in that basket there. Basket here. Get in it. Please, I'm going here. I don't fit. It's so heavy. Hey, watch out. You're knocking the ship over. There. He's knocking the ship over. See?
Well, what should you do?
It should not. The ship should not move. I've been working out.
The ship should not move?
Yeah, working out.
What's the trouble?
Hey, look over that.
Well, why are you getting out of the ship?
His sister's sad. What should we do with his sister?
Well, you gotta ask the captain. The captain's here.
We're going to steal someone from his mom.
This captain has a plan. Mom, why don't you be the mom? So you can have a conversation with the pirate who wants to come get your baby and try to find out. Right.
Hey!
Try to get into the reason. Try to get into
That's
the reason.
my baby. What do you want with my baby? What do you want with my baby? Your baby? Wait a minute, this is my little baby. I have this little baby.
No.
Look at my sweet baby. Why does everyone want my sweet baby? What do you want my baby for?
I'm the mom.
Oh, you want to be the mom? Do you want to save your baby, Jane?
You would like to be the mom?
Yeah.
Can you talk to the pirate and find out what the pirate wants your baby for?
I'm hidden from you. I'm not sharing it. I'm not sharing
Well,
it,
let's find
pirate.
out why the pirate wants your baby.
No, I'm taking that snake away
Well,
from
you have
him.
to talk to him and ask him why.
No, I'm not sharing it. I'm taking his. I have another plan. I'll take his. I have another plan. Let's take his snake.
Oh.
What are you going to do with that snake?
Can you find out why she's leaving the baby behind?
Well, why don't you want the baby anymore?
Try to get her to answer the question.
Grace,
Right.
why don't you want the baby anymore?
I just don't. The baby doesn't want a snake. He left his snake behind. So right now it's easy to capture.
Oh.
Right, I keep going into the reasons for the snake.
Well, what is the snake going to do?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We should move. We're going on the move.
Right now. Try to get
My
elaboration.
head's in the water. I
Well,
mean,
when we're on the move, where are we going?
Okay, now the dilemma Grace has is she wants something but hasn't really come up with a reason for it, okay? And she backed down. She was going to take this on. She knew she could capture the snake, but not the baby. Now we want to deal with her feeling because she retreated from something she wanted. Let's find out how she feels about it and if this is where she wants to go. Okay, try to, here, the ship can stay in the water, honey. Let's get the ship in the water, okay? This is the water. A big ocean here. Oh, I think the captain's coming.
Halt. Where are you going?
Just captured something.
What? I'll be. It looks like a snake. What do we need a snake for?
We're gonna put him in jail.
In jail?
That's a good plan.
That's a good plan. What did you do, Snake? Did you do something dastardly?
No, he didn't. He just played.
He just played?
He was just playing, and we need him for a reason, making him capture things for us.
Ah.
He can do all the work.
Wow, great idea. I
He-
love that idea.
He can do all the work.
Okay, let's get him to do the work.
Yeah, we're here.
That's right. I'm just going to sit right back here and get him to do the work.
Poor baby pirate. He said that.
Now go into this idea. What work? Don't let it go. Keep the conversation going about the work.
Okay, Snake, get to work.
Hey, maybe he's gonna be that baby.
A baby? We have a snake already. Okay, Snake, let's see what you can do.
Well, I'm a pirate baby.
A pirate baby?
What's in here, Mom?
Hey, Grace, is that good news or bad news? Look, we got a pirate baby. Is that good news or bad news? What do you think?
Dad thinks that's good.
You think that's a good idea?
Yep.
Well, why do you want a baby on here?
The baby's
Aboard, all aboard!
Look, the baby.
All aboard, get on it!
Snake, if we're having a baby on board, what is he going to do?
He's sad.
He's sad. Why?
Look, his mom's mad at that pirate.
Uh-oh.
Mom, get mad.
Why?
Yeah.
Maybe we should steal Mom.
Great idea.
What would happen if you steal Mom? Hey, Grace, why do you want to steal Mom too? How will the baby feel if you steal Mom?
I'm not sure. I'm pleasure is. I want to make him sad.
Ah, who should be sad?
I'm his mom. I'm his mama.
Hey,
Hiding him from Mama. They stole the snake. Look,
hello,
they stole the
baby. Where are you?
Mama.
Baby, where were you?
Mommy.
Did you steal my baby?
Nope, he just wanted to get on board.
All by himself?
I'm sad because they stole me again.
They stole you, but wait a minute. They said you wanted to get on board.
I didn't want to get on board.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yep, that's the truth. You wanted to get on board.
You wanted to get on board?
They're just pulling me to safety, Mom.
Pulling you to safety?
They didn't want me to get hurt.
What were you doing in the sea?
But they pulled me to safety already.
This snake was sinking. This snake was sinking too. Like here, this snake was sinking.
The snake was sinking.
They had to rescue it.
Who rescued it?
See, he's nice,
Who?
But he feels grouchy.
He looks grouchy. Why do you think he's grouchy?
Maybe he has to lay down in bed.
Now try to get the conversation. Talk to this doll as if it's the pirate again.
Why are you grouchy, pirate?
He just needs to lay down in bed. He's going to be grouchy until he lays down in bed.
Oh, well, would you like me to make you a bed? I'm very good at making beds.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, Mama. Yep.
Is that comfortable?
Yep. And do you know what this? Do you know what this is for?
No.
It's for catching fish. For us to eat.
Wow, I'm hungry.
See, a whale shark just caught it.
A whale shark?
We could eat it every day.
Okay, so now what Grace did is she made this mean pirate into a nice pirate who saved the baby, who saved the snake, but she can't reconcile the problem of the baby looking like it's tearful.
Okay.
Okay, that's the grouchy part. Okay, so now we want to help her abstract the change here. See if by talking to the doll and seeing if she can recognize how she changed this from a mean pirate to a nice pirate.
Okay.
Hold on to this.
Baby pirate, pirate. Are you awake yet?
Yes, I'm awake. I just stepped on a nail.
A nail? Oh no! Where did the nail come from?
The nail came from someone dropped a nail right here.
Oh
Ask how you
Look
feel.
down here
Ask
in
how
the
she
basement.
feels.
my!
Ask how she feels.
Feel? Ow! Ow! Oh! Poor pirate. Where is it? Oh, I see it. There it is, right there. What should I do?
Maybe you have to get a Band-Aid or something.
Band-Aid.
Just use a gesture. Just pretend.
But it still hurt. No, the nail's on this foot right here. But it still hurts. Another one got in. Another one got in. Just let the baby's mom do it.
Here I am. How do you feel?
Just better. Well, got the baby.
Now let's go back. And ask, is this pirate feeling better?
Yep.
Well, you know, Grace, before he was a mean pirate, and now he's a nice pirate. What happened?
He was just trying to rescue people.
I know. Before he tried to capture them, and now he is rescuing them. What changed his mind?
He was nice. They decided he could be nice when he was a baby. That's all.
He decided to be nice because of the baby? You mean he didn't want to be mean to the baby?
Nope. Mama wanted the baby. And baby wanted mom.
Oh, hey, pirate, is that why you changed your mind? Before you captured the baby, you wanted to take him on the ship, and then you helped the baby get back to his mom.
Yeah.
Well, how come?
And then I was taking the snake with me.
The snake's curling up because the snake's in the water.
And now, let's see if we can get her to reflect on the story, which way she liked it better.
Now, are you a nice pirate now?
Yep. Changed my mind.
You changed your mind?
Here's something up on a ship.
Now, try to now step out of the story and let's work on a little reflection. Let's see if Grace can tell you how she felt, right? Being, a mean pirate or being a nice pirate, what part of the story.
I like the mom part.
Tell your mom why you like the mom part. What did you like about the mom? Here she is. What did you like about being the mom?
Stop that.
Now, try to get her to answer the question. Bring down, and we just want to work on the
Trying to
reflection.
hit the snake.
Grace, tell me again about the story with the mom and the pirate. Was he nice or mean? I'm confused.
He changed his mind.
He changed his mind? He changed his mind from what? You mean he was nice and then he decided he wanted to be mean?
No. He was mean and then he decided he wanted to be nice.
He wanted to be nice? Why?
Basement.
What happens when pirates are mean? Try to get her to go into that a little
What
bit
happens
more.
when pirates are mean?
Little.
Their lids are off? Is that what happens when the pirate's mean? Or maybe he just wants to be nice.
He just
All the
wants
time.
to be nice all the time.
Ask her if there was a part of the story she didn't like.
Was there a part of the story you didn't like?
The only part of the story when you weren't playing with the mom.
When the pirate wasn't playing with the mom?
No, when you weren't.
You didn't like that. Oh. Well,
What didn't you like about it? Try to go into it.
what didn't you like about it? What didn't you like about it, Grace? Was it too... I can't think of the word.
Scary.
It was too scary? It was too scary without the mom? How did that make you feel?
Scared.
Scared? Oh. Well, what should we do then?
Play with some. Hey, I better play with some
Now-
mom again.
Okay, now go back to this
okay.
feeling. Right. How do you feel when the mom is there? She was scared without the
Okay.
mom.
So
Pursue that
how
a
does
little
it
bit
feel
more.
when mom's here?
Pursue it a little bit more.
It feels fine
It feels fine?
when the mom is here.
What makes it better? Go into it.
Well,
Try
what-
to deepen this conversation.
Why does it feel fine? What makes it better when mom's here?
Mom's here. Please try to fix this boat.
Oh. Well, what should I do? Well, what
It's
does...
broken.
Okay, now just keep talking about the story. Keep trying to work on the
How
reflection.
does it make you feel when I'm here and something's broken?
Makes me feel sad.
Sad when something's broken, but how does it make you feel when mom's here to help?
Makes me feel happy.
It makes you feel happy? Oh.
I know what that means.
Well,
What is she happy
how do you
about?
feel when you're happy?
Just. I'm.
What's... Is that a smile? Well, how does a smile make you feel?
Now this is just a conversation between the two of you. You can just
Okay.
pick up on this nice way of her reflecting the two sides of the story here.
Well, how does a smile make you feel? Is a smile because mom's here or not here?
There's a story about when mom. Well, and happiness is when she's here.
Happiness is when she's here.
When she's here to help fixing.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what makes me mad?
What?
When I just get back mean. That makes me mean.
When you get back mean? And who's mean?
Try to find out. She said when she gets mean, right?
When you get mean?
That's what else makes me sad.
When you get mean or someone else?
No, when I get mean. But I get mad when someone else mean comes.
You get mad? And then what happens? When you get mad, how do you feel?
He has things to poke. Be careful. Hook.
I will. Oh no, how do you think that makes Hook feel?
Okay, so Grace is telling us some very important things. She's now at a stage where we can help her reflect a little bit more on these feelings. She felt very safe when Mom came to the rescue and Mom was there. And she went pretty far trying to be mean, but now she's telling us that when she pretends to be mean, she gets scared. And what we want to do is, again, help her abstract, pull out the reasons. So what she's calling mad still has to do with her basic fear of being that bad guy and being mean and what would happen. So she could understand her own feelings here. And at some point when you finish playing, you want to just work on reflecting on these different feelings.
I'll drop him in the jail.
You know, and in the end she actually was telling you she felt better when, and she felt worse when. And you want to just deepen this conversation. You don't want to just keep on playing, you know, with the next action. This is an opportunity for her to process her choices of why she did one thing or another. Okay. Let's see if you can bring it out to the end.
Oh, how did that make you feel when you fixed it?
Happy.
Oh, I love it when we're all happy. Do you?
Yep.
I do too. Even you, Captain Hook?
Okay, so let's see if we can get her just for the last thing to show. What was the good news in the story? What was the bad news in the story?
So Grace, what was the good thing in the story that happened?
When Mom comes, when the mom's here.
Oh, that is good. And what was the bad thing?
The bad part,
Yeah.
it was when the pirate was mean and she wasn't there.
And that made you feel
Scared!
scared. Oh.
She was pretending to be the bad guy.
Well, now I'm feeling
Ask her,
scared.
are you a good guy or a bad guy now?
Are you a good snake or a bad one?
Good, because I'm scared too! I'm drowning!
We need someone to the rescue. Who's going to rescue him, Grace?
I will. Ha! I caught you.
Okay. So now you can see Grace is moving very nicely. She can create lots of ideas, but we had to deal with her underlying feeling to start pulling all of this together. And she had a conflict. Because on the one hand, she wants to experiment with this other range of feeling, right? You have all, you know, the dependency feelings feel very comfortable for her. Feeding and nurturing and saving. But she really is working very hard to understand the other side. What happens when you're angry or aggressive or mad or mean. And you want to give her enough room to do that. We don't always want to fix things so quickly for her. Part of why she gets scared is because she's still kind of climbing the symbolic ladder to what's real and what's not real. And when the feeling gets too strong, she gets a little alarmed, and then she might switch or back off. On the other hand, you could see she had some nice ability to be more assertive and try to hold on to this pirate. And you want to give her support for being more assertive, you know, and yet go into, if she will be that way, what will happen? Because nothing really bad ever happened. We never got to that point, and that's the part she's still anxious.
Right.
And by shifting a little bit in your play, you could just like switch voices from being the character and just move into a different voice, you know, your natural voice. To see if she can figure out what really happened, either on how she feels, why she changed her mind, what the reason was. Grace doesn't yet establish a clear motive, but she has the intent. She wants to be this pirate.
Right.
Because she's both drawn to it, but she's also afraid of it. And that's the dance she's playing today, of being both scared, but also...
I'm scared.
That's the problem.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Grace. What did you think about her developmental profile?
Well, I think Grace showed really very nice range. She's a child who has capacities in all the different levels and all the different stages. And yet we see certain constrictions and tendencies that I think are holding her back and pulling her back. So I thought her ability to just share attention and stay focused was very, very good, but it usually had to be on her terms. And as long as we could closely follow her lead and do what she was doing, that could...
So what, it was more of a rigid, inflexible,
it wasn't,
rather than,
right.
than a flexible...
Right, right. That's why I was
pattern,
thinking
yeah.
it just had to be more. We had to
Yeah.
stay really close
Right,
on
right.
her terms.
Right.
And then she could go on and on.
Right.
It was very nice. And then we saw the quality of engagement pick up so nicely. And I thought she demonstrated how important it is to be sure to stay closer to the level she's comfortable at to restore the engagement or to restore the shared attention, because her tendency would be then to move off
To move
into
into
something
more self-absorbed.
right, more self-absorbing. So we saw how even just playing that nice little back and forth sing-song game with nonsense words worked much better to pull her back in, and she really enjoyed it, and she was clearly the director, but it was reciprocal, it was interactive, it showed pleasure. So we saw nice capacities for that engagement. I think when things get too difficult for her, or when, you know, the demand for her to think and to reason and to make connections, you know, build bridges, she again tended to pull back in or you know, change the subjects. So she is a child that you really want to work and make sure you maintain the engagement, because the engagement is much more important, and the other levels I think will follow. I thought she was able to do some nice problem solving. But there too, some of the motor planning is getting in her way a little bit in terms of, you know, more elaboration, expanding the ideas. It's not only affecting the motor planning in terms of the execution with toys or manipulation or gross motor, but it's interfering a little bit with her thinking now. So the focus has to be on helping her reason and take the steps to become a little bit more logical and purposeful, so she can explore a little bit more the intent and the motive behind what she's doing. Again, when that got a little too hard, she pulled back. So I think she's a child that you should take small steps with. Be careful not to overwhelm. Because of, I think, her sensitivities, we couldn't move too fast. And yet another part of her wants to open the, you know, more doors and wants to explore more things. But she's another child who tends to get fearful. So it's very tempting not to go into those fears and to stay safe. But staying safe will mean staying more concrete, and that will maintain the constriction rather than helping her open.
Well, I think you put your finger on the key element, because at all her levels, the shared attention, the engagement, simple little back and forth gesturing, problem solving, gesturing involving many circles in a row, as well as using ideas and thinking logically, at all the levels, she's constricted in the sense that she needs to do it her way. There's a certain lack of flexibility and range at all the levels, but the levels are all present.
Right.
But in this constricted format that has to do not so much with not being able to tolerate this idea or this gesture or that gesture, but more having to do it in a fixed, more rigid way rather than a freewheeling kind of way. So she doesn't have the range when it comes to the flexibility. And because that's present at all levels, and as you pointed out, that when she gets overwhelmed because she can't control the action too much, she tends to self-absorb a little bit or get distracted and more concrete. And so the key is to help her stay engaged and in a continuous flow of gesturing.
Right.
Even if that is making silly sounds, which actually is great because she was actually being very creative in the director of the drama, but getting her to flex her muscles to be the assertive one, to take more of the lead. And then we keep the engagement very deep, very affectively, emotionally rich, where she's beaming with pleasure. She's then gesturing back and forth in a continuous flow way. That provides the security and the foundation for her. That keeps her feeling safe. It's very interesting to think of the children who are fearful and get overloaded. What's going to help them feel safe? One thing is to avoid anything that makes them scared, but then we're overprotecting them. We're keeping them constricted. And by overprotecting and constricting them, their situation becomes worse, not better, because they become more constricted as they become older, and they become more rigid, then they become more obsessive, and then they have bigger tantrums. And as life gets more complicated, the problems get bigger rather than smaller, even though they may have good language by that time and they may have some good academic skills, but they don't have the flexibility to cope with the complexity of life. The other alternative is to help them expand their emotional range, help them expand their problem-solving capacities. And the solution to helping them do that is very simple. They'll tolerate feelings of aggression. They'll tolerate reflective thinking challenges that are hard for them, even motor challenges that are hard for them, if we keep them engaged and keep that affective cueing system going back and forth. Think how anyone feels secure and how anyone feels connected to the world. It's through the engagement and through the continuous flow of affect gesturing. Every time a child affect gestures to a parent and they gesture back, that's a reassurance of I'm there and I understand you and I hear you. So we're nodding to each other now. We're saying to each other, I understand, I'm here, I'm connected to you. That happens thousands of times every few minutes in ordinary interaction. But for a child who has processing problems, it doesn't happen automatically because the child shuts down. Now the child's got a double dilemma. The child's in their own world, but they're no longer receiving support. They're no longer receiving the reassurance of, I'm there, I understand you, I can respond to you, and I can help you modulate your feelings. Because through the gesturing system, when things get too overwhelming, you're going, and the other person's going, you know, let's settle down. So the gesturing system is the orchestra that modulates through the interaction. You're getting angry, the other person softens their voice, calms you down. You're getting needy, the other person becomes more soothing and more wooing to satisfy your needs. So you don't have to get into catastrophic reactions. If you don't have the gesturing system, you tend to go from 0 to 80 and get into these catastrophic reactions where either you shut down, or you go into impulsivity, or you go into tremendous fearfulness, or your thinking gets fragmented. So people don't think of this gestural system as the modulator of our emotions. That helps us stay secure, and against that background we can expand.
Right. And that was especially important for Grace, because just a little humor, and just a little soothing, and just the use of your voice held her there. And it wasn't necessary to avoid or switch topics or go on to something that looks safer. Because children like Grace need a lot more support in encountering the wider range, which is frightening for them. And the auditory processing has made it more difficult for them to understand the issues behind, you know, more negative emotions. So for her, aggression, jealousy, competition, anger are much harder to deal with, because they don't have the natural built-in gestural support of the dependency needs. And she's really at that point now where I think we saw her trying to move into this territory, but without enough support and following her, making it feel safe and secure through this back and forth, she will be at risk for, I think, staying more concrete and more rigid.
Exactly, and she shows 3 kinds of challenges right now, all of which I think she can make significant improvements with. One is her thinking can get fragmented a little bit and jump from one topic to another when she's a little overloaded. Number 2, she can become very rigid and fixed, as you were pointing out, just doing things, you know, her way.
Her way.
And 3, she can become a little bit self-absorbed. As she becomes rigid and fixed, she'll narrow her focus to, you know, the world right in front of her or things, and not be as interactive and not get that support from people. So she has these 3 tendencies, and as part of these 3 tendencies, she also then will become more concrete in her thinking, because she'll treat the pretend play, for example, as though it's reality. So if you're not doing it her way, she got angry one point with her sister when we were playing with her. No, I forget what it was exactly. The thing has to be that way, has to be in there. And if you think of more advanced 5-year-old thinking, the 5-year-old typically can understand pretend as pretend. The pretend doesn't have the reality of having to be my way or this way, because it's just pretend. So you have the reality world where maybe you want that cookie in real life and you'll fight your sister to the death for the cookie. But for the pretend cookie, who cares? So typically for a 5-year-old, the reality cookie's got to be mine. The pretend cookie, well, it could be anyone's. And you have the flexibility because you're operating at 3 levels. Who you are, the pretend world, okay, and then the negotiation with the other person around either the reality or the pretend world. But she can't operate at all the levels at once. She tends to get concrete into that, where the pretend gets used in a reality-based way, almost to meet a need, and having to have her way. That's part of the concreteness related to the fragmentation and the rigidity and the self-absorption pattern. What do you think about her sensory profile that supports these 3 challenges?
Well, I think here too, she's clearly a child who's made a lot of progress on all the processing fronts. But I still think there's some unevenness. She has a much weaker receptive than expressive in terms of the functional back and forth conversation. So I think that as that gets stronger, she'll be able to comprehend more of what goes on. She'll pick up more incidental learning. Her reality testing won't be so episodic as it is right now. So she's clearly climbing, but there are these breaks due to the different reasons we just mentioned. So I think that's an area that, again, has to get strengthened, and it could be strengthened through, again, more of the rapid back and forth conversation, more problem solving, getting her to really think behind what she sees. And she's a child who will benefit from a broader language of knowing how to differentiate these different things. I thought her visual spatial showed some constrictions as well. And here, too, I think she would she kind of sees what's in front of her, but can't really quite look out there, can't quite organize the field around her. We could see things getting more and more disorganized as, she fragmented, and that was reflected in her visual spatial thinking and the type of play she was doing, in the processing.
Right. Notice there was an example where she didn't want to get the, I forget what it was, but something that Daddy was challenging her, Mommy was challenging her to find something, and she was simply wanting them to bring it to her. And finally, with a lot of challenge, she went and searched for it and got it. But it was very hard.
But it wasn't automatic. It was really very hard for her to look and discriminate and do the kind of, figure ground discrimination, to really have a systematic way of searching for something, and she pulled back. So my hunch is that she really doesn't yet have an approach to solving those things, and therefore she's more likely to stay focused on what she's focusing on, and because it's harder for her to reach out and find
beyond the immediate
need. So that would be an area. I thought there were some motor planning issues as well. And again, we saw it reflected in the constriction, because she does what she knows how to do and what she feels very comfortable with. But I didn't think that it would necessarily impede her symbolic growth, that she was able to manipulate and do things and play with things that she was comfortable with. Where I think we'd want to look out would be how this will affect executive functions, which is the combination of the visual, spatial, and the organizational things as she goes into school. So that's an area that we can support.
She has some low muscle tone along with motor planning. And it will be something that, if we strengthen now, will help her significantly when it comes to not only executive functions at school, but also her general problem-solving coping strategies.
So this is a little child we should anticipate some of her school needs with, whether it will be through this, whether it's the graphomotor, and certainly through the social interactions, because she may choose to just play by herself, then go out there and take on the challenges, which would require much more visual spatial processing, as well as the auditory. And she did tend to be underreactive. She tended to have the low tone. We saw her kind of collapsing. So I think she also would need a program that would strengthen these aspects so that she can feel more skilled and more competent in playing with other kids, as well as using her body in a more effective way. And these activities at this stage, should be with other children, where she can also get the benefit of playing either ritualized games or just practicing with ball or skating, and bring in more through activities rather than just therapy itself, so that it could bridge for her.
And for her, the main elements of the intervention would therefore be, the floor time focusing on her broadening her world and her becoming much more assertive and dynamic in the interactions. And in the floor time play with her, we could try to bring in the motor planning and the visual spatial along with the thematic. But she's already somewhat strong on some of the thematic elements. I mean, she already has a knack and an interest in the pretend, but she's limited by not being able to move out and search for the hidden object readily, or not being able to flex her muscles as much as she'd like to because of the fear of aggression. So here we want to focus on assertiveness, overcoming fear of aggression, using more visual spatial thinking, using more motor planning, all as part of pretend play. And doing even just 4 of these a day with her would go a long way, having 4 sessions with Mommy and Daddy, having daily peer play, or at least 5 times a week, so she would get used to using these muscle flexing, dynamic, interactive skills with peers, with Mommy and Daddy helping as needed. And she's a child who, in the semi-structured play, we'd really want to work on visualization. She's ready for problem-solving discussions where we anticipate tomorrow, anticipate the good things that will happen, some of the scary things or bad things that may happen. And she's a child who can begin working on picturing, using visualization to picture the good and the bad of tomorrow, where we help a child picture how they're going to feel when they go to grandma's house, how they're going to feel in school. and what they routinely do with that feeling, what alternatives they can do. So we anticipate, and if she can't quite verbalize it, we play act it. We play act going to the doctor or going to school or going to a friend's house so that she's visualizing ahead of time. When it comes to reading, we want to use a lot of visualization also. So we want to help her picture what she's reading. And then in the physical activity part of her play, and also we can use the visualization for the feelings, the fears and the anxieties, often related to aggression.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point. I think she'll respond well to the visualizing because she is a child who can work in her mind. And if we said to her, even simple things like playing in the car, okay, Grace, guess this. There's a sponge in my hand, I'm standing at the sink. What am I doing? Why am I doing it?
Right.
You know, what will happen? Where am I?
Yeah.
And how do I feel about this?
Right.
She will then be able to start linking a lot of things. So there are many ways I think we can encourage this, both in play and little games, and while reading books.
Exactly, reading, visualizing, and then extending the story in imagination further.
Right.
So we can strengthen visual spatial thinking skills by doing a lot of physical activities that require spatial problem solving, but also visualization exercises around feelings, around stories, around anticipating tomorrow. And which leads us to the third area for her intervention, which is a lot of physical activities each day. The SI, sensory integration, OT activities, running, jumping, spinning, deep tactile pressure, a lot of looking, doing games, catching, throwing, big Nerf balls, kicking, and a lot of visual spatial problem solving, treasure hunts, search games. That'll be great for her, but we'll have to find things she's really interested in to get her motivated to do these visual spatial games. And then graduating to copying shapes and copying designs with blocks eventually. So we really want to work with her on those three broad elements, but especially the motor and spatial elements that run through everything that she does. But she should do very well with an ambitious program which is grounded in the constant engagement and constant gestural, soothing, interactive support.
Right. Yeah, no, I think she will, and she should be given the time to do this before she plunges into an academic program. So she really consolidate and strengthen these foundation pieces, because then school, socially and academically, will be much easier for her.
Often for children who have low muscle tone and motor planning and spatial thinking challenges, I often recommend that we buy a year before we start kindergarten or do a W or a K before the first grade. It's interesting that a lot of parents will think that way when it comes to language. But by far the more important area to make that determination on is the motor planning and visual spatial thinking. So general advice to parents is see what level the child is with motor planning and visual spatial thinking and use that to decide whether to buy a year. And it's always better when in doubt, in my experience, to buy the extra time unless the child is really tied to a peer group already and will experience a lot of rejection and humiliation. Then it's sometimes better to go ahead. But if you can finesse it, and sometimes because of when you start kindergarten or the first grade, you can get them into the peer group that they'll continue with. And by starting a year late, they'll just start later with a new peer group. That can work out okay.
Yeah, I think it would make a big difference for many children.